Assalamu alaikum. Have a good day. Welcome to Financial Management eLearning. Today, we are starting a new topics, Advanced Financial Management. So let's start. So, Advanced Financial Reporting. Financial reporting is an essential for the business as well as everywhere. So we learn basically conceptual and regulatory framework for financial reporting and financial statements, business combinations, analysis interpreting the financial statements. In this main fourth domain, we will learn the need for conceptual framework, fundamental concept, enhancing characteristics of comparability, variability, recognition and measurement, recognition and measurement, recognition and measurement, legal versus commercial view of accounting, alternative model of practices, reasons for existence regulatory framework, a standard setting process, and in the financial statement, we learn a statement of cash flow, non-current asset, intangible assets, inventory, financial asset, financial liabilities, lease, provision, contingent liability, contingent asset, impairment of assets, taxation, regulatory requirement, and reporting financial performance. In the business combination, the concepts and principles of groups, concepts and consolidation of financial statements, preparation of consolidated financial statements, including the associates, is the vital part, and limitation of financial statement. In this, the limitation of the financial statements. Then accounting ratio trend analysis, limitations, and profit and non-profit organizations, sectorized entities. So today we are going to discuss the needs for a conceptual framework. Under these topics, we'll learn the conceptual framework of accounting, necessary of conceptual framework, and an alternative systems. So, first of all, we have to understand the financial reporting. What is financial reporting? Financial reporting is the disclosure of financial results and related information to management and external stakeholders, that is investors, customers, regulators, about how a company is performing over a specific period of time. So financial reporting, the financial statement, director report, management disclosure, capital structure, notes to the accounts, earnings per share, corporate governance report, prospectus, and auditors report, etc. Combination financial reporting. So financial reporting are usually issued quarterly and annually basis of the that's following. That means balance sheet or a statement of financial position, income statement or profit and loss report statement, a statement of change in equity or a statement of return earnings, cash flow statements. Okay, so conceptual framework has been defined as a constitution of a system interrelated objectives and fundamentals that can lead to consistent standards and they prescribe the nature, function, and limitation of financial accounting and financial accounting statements. The conceptual framework, if you see here, the regulatory framework, that means the role and structure of the ISB, International Accounting Standard Board, and accounting standards, the conceptual framework, that objective of financial statements, then quantitative characteristics of financial information, and other principles that with historical cost accounting. So a conceptual framework underlying financial accounting cannot be viewed as the description of the fundamental truth and actually the fund of duties regarding the natural science, which is derived from the prevent by the laws of nature. Rather, it is created, developed, or decrease in the basis of the environmental factor, illustration, authority, and acceptability. The IASB conceptual framework, that means it's the objective assumption, characteristics, element, recognition, that means relevance, faithfulness, faithful representation, comparability, data variability, timeless, understandability. And understandability is that the information must be readily understandable to the users of the financial statements. The credibility of the conceptual framework rests upon the general recognition and acceptance by preparer, auditors, and users of the financial statements. So, conceptual framework rests upon its general recognition and acceptance by the preparers, auditors, and users of the financial statements. The usefulness of the conceptual framework. It enhances the development and issuance of a coherent set of standards and practices built upon the same foundation. It increases financial statement user understandability of confidence and financial reporting. So if we see that decision usefulness, that means decision usefulness, the framework says that the data, financial data, should be relevant, faithfulness, and relevant. That means predictive. It should be predictive value, conformity value, materiality, and faithfulness represent completeness, neutrality, free from error, and comparability, variability also needed. So here, in an asset, it enhanced the comparability among financial statement, different companies. It provides a basis upon which similar transactions and events are similarly accounted for and reported. It assists in the resolution of new emerging practical problems by providing a frame of reference for resolving the accounting issues. It defines the bond as judgment in the preparation of the financial statement. So, overview of a conceptual framework for financial accounting is sub 3 levels. First level, that means objectives, that why, goals, and purposes of accounting. And the second, that means breeze. In the second level, breeze between level 1 and 3. In second level, that means element, qualitative characteristics by accounting information. In the third level, the who, recognition and measurement guidelines, assumption, principles, constraint. If we see in the first level, The objective identified the goals and purpose of accounting and are the construction for the conceptual framework. In the second level are the qualitative characteristics of accounting information and defined of elements of financial statement. In the first line, that means third level, are the recognition of measurement guidelines and accounting use establishing the applying accounting standards, the recognition and measurement guidelines in terms, assumption, principle, and constraint that describe the present reporting environment. So at the level 1, the first level objectives, we discuss it, and the second level quantitative characteristic information, and the third level, that is characteristic. Look here, this is the qualitative characteristics of financial information. It should materiality, relevance, reliability. Okay, it's some timeliness, faithfulness, neutral, completeness, prudence, and the representation here, comparability, consistency, disclosures, and understandability, agreed and classification, users available acceptance, and what terms of application of the quantitative characteristics, balance between characteristics, constraint, timeliness, and benefit of the cost. So primary qualities relating to content, it should be relevance. That means information is relevant when it can influence the decision of the users. And reliability, it should be useful information, must be also be reliable information, has to be quality of the reliability when it is free from material error and bias and can be dependent upon of the users to present faithfulness, that which is either purposes to present and the or could reasonable be accepted to present it. Okay, so reliability. So I think it's for today, and we'll meet. We learn what we learn. We learn the conceptual frameworks. Before that, we learn the financial reporting, and financial reporting are usually used, issued and quarterly and annually. And we learn the conceptual framework and usefulness of the conceptual framework. Then we learned overview of the conceptual framework for financial accounting. That's 3 levels, first, second, and third level. And the primary qualities relating to content, relevance, and reliability. So other thing we'll learn in our next module. So thank you today. So it's all today. Thank you. eLearning. Thank you with financial management eLearning. Allah Hafiz. Take care.